Welcome back. So my name is Avia Vulpes, I'm a tech-focused VTuber, and I am once more back doing another Sea King build. I have a slight change in my setup. I'm no longer using the 3D tracking just because it doesn't work too well with my hand cam setup, so I'm trying out being a PNG tuber for the moment. So yeah, you're going to see a little static image at the bottom. That will change when I talk, but I would like to get back to 3D tracking, but yeah, it's not really working too well with the current setup. Hopefully the audio is a lot better as well, because I realised last time, yet again, the microphone I've chosen got selected without me doing it. Got changed, I should say, without me doing it. So I was using the webcam microphone, which is why I sounded quite far away. So if everything's gone well, I'm now using the proper microphone that I've actually invested in to sound good. And it's also going through NVIDIA broadcast, so it should also be using AI filtering to clean up the audio quite a lot. Right, so I guess onto the build. So what I got to last time was starting to paint these bits up so that we can finally get the canopy on. I also started doing some of the other parts as well to get them ready to be assembled onto the aircraft too. So I do the next parts. So you've got the canopies, the doors, which go on here. These go together to form the box that goes on the front. And then after that, it's pretty much just going to be the rotors. And then a few little aerials go on the side. And that's it. So if I don't finish this part, there'll be next part that I should be finishing. So yeah, very much looking forward to having this build over with. Right, so first order of business is to finish off painting on this. So actually, need to get my palettes back out. Right, so I'm going to get some yellow out. Actually, I'm going to mix this one up first. Probably more than I need actually, but oh well. Yeah, I think 202. I use, which one's this? 2. Just wet this slightly and water it down. I didn't grab a tissue to clean my brushes off with. Right. One moment. So I use this brush then to try and get the edges around here done. There's a good way to do this on camera. Whatever, this will be a couple of coats just to thicken it up. Might as well actually get rid of these little things on the side that were just from the moulding. Get rid of them on this one as well actually. And on this door. Those are all just results of the moulding process, just to make sure when the plastic is being injected into the mould, it's spreading evenly around it, so you get a good pull like this, rather than having bits that are like thicker some places and thinner elsewhere. So while I'm waiting, cover up more paint on these bits. Now to do this bit. I don't know exactly how much of this is going to show. know these interior grey bits or not. The rest of it might do, so I'm going to do them just in case. Meantime, second coat on the canopy. A little bit of overrun on there, but I can clean that off. I think these side ones I'm going to leave as they are. I don't think I need to really do anything on those anymore. In which case I might as well cut these off. And in fact, take a look at the instructions. But he does say do the side ones first, so let's get those on. First I'll need something to put the glue onto. I don't think that was the glue stick, but is it becoming it now? Really. Third wall paint mixing sticks. I got a fresh toothpick out to apply the glue with. Over the spare sprues that are not apparently in use. No, they've all worn down. I'll just leave them for now. So I'll do this side first. What I think we're going to do is take a little bit of glue. Rub it along on here. That, and then use my special rubber coated tweezers to manoeuvre the canopy into place. Not quite perfect, but I think as good as I can get with that. Yep, that's already attached, so that's good. So that's one part of the canopy now on. Hard to see on the camera actually because of how dark the front bit is. And what I do need to do is some black the inside of that. I'll mix it up. So now you need to be very careful. Need to get black on the inside of this and nowhere else. I might have to wait for that to dry and then do another coat. It's hard to tell because it's quite a tight space to get into, but it kind of looks like I'm just brushing on and then brushing it right off again because it's still wet. I think the third coat now of the yellow in the canopy. That should be the final coat. It's thickening up really nice, so that should be all I actually need to do. A lot of overrun on that one. But this being acrylic paint, that is easy enough to clean up. Yeah, I can see now on the inside where I took the paint off as it was drying. So it definitely needs a second coat just to thicken it up. I guess I'll see if I can go in now with that. That looks like all I need to do. And so with that, the interior paint should be now done. I'll leave it a moment to dry and then we can go on the canopy for the other side. So this will go onto there, and this piece slot onto there, and then that will be the canopy on. I need to touch up on that actually. No, I got the black ink still wet. Let's go ahead and do that. Just say I was going to do this as well. Oh. Now you've already getting black paint all over the yellow doors. I'm going to touch up on this as well. And a couple of bits down here. A lot of touch-ups needs on this wheel actually. Just a lot of little bits here and there that Does need a little bit of detail. Of course, now I've got to hold it in position off the mat while the black paint on the wheels now dries. Real fat, let's rest it like that. Because I need to give purchase on the brush to actually wash off all the extra paint. Or as much of it as I can actually get off. Okay, since this is now dry, actually let's choose this brush, the 5/0, just so I can get some really high detail as I move in with water to just basically wash off the excess acrylic paint. So I accidentally got onto the canopy. So I can come in with a thicker brush now, just get a bit more purchase to actually remove it. Then clean the brushes off so they're not carrying more paint. Mop off the excess. That side's not looking as bad now. This one's got a bit that needs cleaning up. And I'm still trying to get this one on here. Pressure I think is perfectly passable, so I'm not going to worry about doing anything else. Yeah, so I'm going with a cloth. That's doing something. and drop off. Alright. Might have done a little bit too much. There's the 5 zeros, so just caught the edge of it on there, so I need to touch that up. And I think that's going to have to be how it is. So that's dry enough to go on here now. Put it back down on the wheels, and so I can now get the other canopy on. So the same process as before. Get some glue, rub it on. And then I'm not going to bother with the tweezers this time. Get it more directly in like that. There we go. If I cut off the section here, do a little dry fit. Oh, that's too far back. Yeah. So it turns out that should have gone further forwards. Don't know how easy I can remove that without breaking the whole thing. That's supposed to go on like that. So I can get that better to the camera. But you can probably see there's a bit of a gap all along here. So yeah, that should be flush, but problem is this. I put too far back, so it's now preventing me from actually pushing the canopy all the way back. Suppose I should have done a dry fit first and then looked at this. It's the only option is to try and see how well I can sand this and file this down. In fairness, this probably needs to actually you know what? Push that back. Oh, that's come loose. That's not glued on at all. Okay, I'm going to try my chances then with the contactor directly. Already see it's overrun a bit. but it's at least giving a much better seal. It's on a bit better. Yeah, that still needs to go back, and this still needs to be able to go further back. I'm not confident in my ability to actually ping this off. I have a feeling this whole thing's going to break if I do that, so I'm going to go down the route to try and file it back a bit. And get the lid on the glue so it doesn't dry out. I mean, that's making a difference, but not quite enough. No, you know what? Since I got it out, I think it's time to bring in the power tools. So this is my rotary tool. Not a Dremel, it's a Draper, but does the same thing. I'm going to turn it on. Sanding drum on the end, spins around really fast, and this will allow me to take off material much quicker. Although I have to be careful where I put this so I don't actually damage the canopy itself. I'm trying to be very careful with this just so I don't take off too much material. It's starting to fit a lot better. So I guess carry on. Still not quite there, but it is getting there. You know what, I'm going to get a fresh standing drum. This one looks like it's a little warm. After I change your plans, I've got bits that I can put in. I just need a screwdriver to, or spanner to loosen this with. Don't know if the tweezers won't be in. Hold on. So you get the wrench in the end. Right, so what bit do I want? I think maybe this one will do. A little bit aware of using the file as the stopper for it, but I can do this up tight enough to hold it in place. Seems to be holding. Reposition quickly because I'm starting to get backache from not having a proper seating position. And let's get filing. It's a case of taking off little bits of material at a time and just seeing how it looks. And that's almost passable at this point. I mean, that can go on like that, but that still needs, yeah, still needs further either side. It's getting there. That is so close now. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that. That was looking really good. Not perfect, but yeah, good enough. So I've got to try and be quite measured with how much glue I put out on this. I was about to do it one side and then do the other, but I realised I'm not going to be able to get the nozzle in to actually get the glue down. So I basically need to glue both sides together at once. Tell me I just got... Oh, I had to get gluey finger print on the canopy. Right, rubber tweezers. There's nothing really to do it until it cures now, so I just got to hold it here. Risk a little bit more glue in there. So I get a little bit of glue in there, it will just hold it in place. Yeah, really just got to hold it until it cures now. See, I got, don't know, I can't go pick it up, a little bit of a gluey thumbprint on there. A little bit of glue down here as well. Literally just needed to hold it back in place at the moment. That's all it is. Well, at the very least everything else is looking quite good on it. As I said, I'm really glad I got the canopy on now because that definitely transforms it. Almost there. At the very least you can see how the canopy is on it is very transformed. It now looks like a helicopter. I might have to leave it like that, I think. To be fair, is actually pretty good. A lot of this is going to be covered up because the box that goes on the top is going to cover that, so you won't see a lot of that. Speaking of which, that is actually the next step. So I've got my rotary tool aside for now. So let's just cut these off. I'm still going to need some paint on these. Okay, that's going to go in like that. Now I'm going to need to file these down a bit because a little bit too much paint in there. One thing I'll do is I'll assemble this bit next and then finish off the coats of paint on it. it does not want to go on. Let's see. Basically finding away the excess paint that's on here, just to try and that'll give it a better fit. No, that side still does not want to go on. Okay, I might have got the razor out to clear off some of the excess paint. To this side. There we go. So that's in place. Get a little line of glue around the edge. So I'll just hold it all in place. Then once that's dry I can get more yellow paint onto that. And start finishing it off, and then somewhere I'll put the decals. I have to figure out where I'll put those because that's what I need to do next. And here they are. We got the box art. It's might be better to see. So we're going to need. So these two go on the top. These two on the front, and these two on the sides. Oh, you didn't see any of that. Oh, my apologies. So yeah, these two here, pretty sure are on the top. These two on the front, and these two are, is it here and here? So on the sides. So I've got these out now ready. I think this blades are getting a little bit blunt. Probably a little bit trickier to get the knife through. So that's one. That's two. And those two I need to cut in half, but I'll do that when I'm ready to actually put them on. Yeah, they're still drying at the moment. I guess I can start getting some more paint on. So those bits that I painted, the top, two sides and the front, those are the bits that really matter. Where you got these caps here, that's where they'll fit onto the intakes. Then obviously the underside will be on there. So it's all you see on this side that's going to matter, and even then is going to take up a lot of the space on there. They're going to need a couple more coats. Just want to try and get it even, especially round where I filed off to help get things together. So this is probably the last step then for tonight. We're going to wait for this to finish painting and then get the decals on and then mount it, and yeah, that's where I'll be leaving it. So I think it might be 2 more streams for this, because I do have some more details to actually mount, like the doors and the antennas. But I just realised looking at the box, there's a load of decals. I mean, basically everything on here. There's probably quite a bit to keep me occupied for a couple more streams. But at least the end is in sight now, which I'm glad about. As much as I've enjoyed making this, I would very much like to be able to get onto a new project. I think that's going to be enough for me to look at starting to apply some decals. Got the decal fix ready now. We'll start with the top. It looks like it's going to go this way around. It's very subtle to see. There is a slight pattern on there, and from what I can tell on the box, so it will be this way around. Here's some decal fix on ready. You guys actually loosen up paint a bit. Oh well. Getting yellow paint on there, that's not good. Right, switch brushes. There we go. Money coming off now. This is going to be a tricky one to manoeuvre. A bit more decal fix underneath, I think. In theory, there should be a layer of it underneath that helps the decal to slide about. It makes it easier to position, and then once it's in position, get some of it dries in place very thoroughly. Unfortunately, I didn't let the paint dry fully, so I think the paint is actually causing it to stick a lot more. That said, I'm actually very happy with that positioning. All things considered, I think that actually turned out really well. We'll do then. Need a bit of fresh decal fix. Try and get this edge down. A little yellow coming off. Leave it like that. Okay, I may have to leave it like that for now then, and then continue with the next part, because I don't think it's actually gonna... I don't think the decals are going to go on properly right now. I need to let the paint really dry first. So I guess with that I will end it there. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Currently I'm not planning on streaming on Wednesday yet, but I will be doing Thursday. I'm switching up a bit. I am streaming now on Twitch as well. So on Thursday I'm going to do my second Twitch stream of the Mass Effect M8 Avenger 3D print build. So I 3D printed most of the parts for it, and I'm starting to assemble them now. So yeah, I'm doing that live. Join me on Twitch for that, otherwise it will be next Monday on YouTube for the next part of the Sea King. So yeah, I guess that's all there really is to say. So I guess I will see you in the next one.